Okay, Cleo, Roman, James, Sterling, and Winnie. Today I am going to read a new story. So today I am going to read one story to you. I was happy today that we had lots of rain, but we got no rain in our basement. But yes, we did have a very loud storm outside. It was a big storm, and little dogs could have got lost in puddles. But I am glad to say that our dog, Baxter, did not get wet. He did not get wet. He was in the house most of the time. And when he went out, the rain was not coming down, and he was able to get in to the house before it started to rain. So I will be picking up this book to read to you. And I see on the book that I see two, TWO, I see two purple sharks. And I see too many bad guys in the water. What? The good guys will have to take care of them. So I will read this, and I think there's a she in the book. We'll have to find out. But it doesn't look like there's a mom or a dad in the book. So before I read this book, I want to say that, let me find my eye. Okay, my eye right here. I love me, and I also love you. And no, I am not going to go outside after the new storm starts, because I think we are going to have more rain tonight, and we were very wet yesterday with all the rain that came down. So, here's our question. The question is, what is this book It is a story about the deep sea duel. Deep sea duel. Woohoo! Look at all those guys. I see sharks. I don't know what that is. We'll have to turn the page and find out. Deep sea duel. Who is a super pet going to be today? I think this guy might be in it. Who are the bad guys? Are there any sharks over there? Well, the sharks didn't look very friendly to me. Okay, deep sea duel. Ooh, he doesn't look like a very friendly fish either. All right, this book is starring Fluffy, the goldfish. Sorry, Fluffy, you look a little pink. But Fluffy's a goldfish. Betty, oh, what are you, Betty? I don't know what Betty is. Jeffrey. And evil menschfish. They don't look so good. They do look evil. And Ocean Master. Is he a hero? Maybe he's a hero. No, he must be a bad guy. Aqua Lad and the Aqua Family. They look like heroes. This guy looks like a bad guy. So, we have 3 chapters. Aqua Family Reunion, Underwater Plunder, and Sea Savior. So, we have to meet our aqua pets. There's Fluffy, a goldfish, has a power bowl, and favorite food is fish flakes. And Fluffy belongs to Aqualad. Aqualad. And then we have Betty. What are you, Betty? Betty is a beluga. Has a whale tail as a power. Favorite food is jumbo shrimp. Interesting. She belongs to Nicoletta. Nicoletta is a superhero. Okay, and then we have Jeffrey. What are you, Jeffrey? Jeffrey is a hammerhead shark. Ooh, hammerhead shark. Has a thick skull. Favorite food is crab cakes. And Jeffrey belongs to Hera. Those are the good guys. Here we are the bad guys. Aha, he is a bad guy. They belong to Ocean Master. So we have evil menschfish, Joey. Joey's a swordfish with a needle nose. And Johnny. Johnny's a swordfish with a sharp snout. Then we have Frankie. Frankie does not look very friendly. What are you, Frankie? Frankie is an anglerfish. Has bright ideas. And then there's George. George is a blowfish. And his power is that he has a swollen head. And they belong to Ocean Master. They are all in a lot of different sizes, aren't they? Those fish are bigger than the people, aren't they? All right. Aqua Family Reunion. Well, look at this. That must be, yeah, that's the Aqua Family. They look happy, don't they? In the underwater kingdom of Atlantis, King Arthur and his queen, Hera, got ready for a family reunion. The couple decorated the palace with beautiful coral, and they covered long tables with mouth-watering meals. So there's the king and queen. Oh, look at the octopus is playing the drums. Cool. King Arthur, also known as superhero Aquaman, spoke with his sea creatures and gave them plenty of helpful tasks to perform. Ark, the seal, greeted guests at the door. Storm, the seahorse, showed them to their seat. So I guess that's the seal. Where's the seahorse? Okay, for entertainment, Topo, the octopus, played on his ukulele, violin, and drums all at once. Oh, look at that. Ukulele, violin, and drums all at once. What a talented octopus that is. Here's the seal that's showing people to their seat. Oh, and here's the seahorse. Guess the seahorse is going to be the waiter. Cool. Even Mara's pet Jeffrey, the shark, enjoyed the role as a waiter. He swam up and down the aisles and made sure each glass and plate was always full. Family and friends from the farthest reaches of the ocean came for the festivities. Aquaman's sidekick, Aqualad, was there. He even brought along his aqua pet, Fluffy, the goldfish, in a special freshwater bubble. Mira's niece Nicoletta arrived with her pet as well. They had come from Poseidonus, the capital of Atlantis. The young mermaid floated towards Aqualand. "Hi, I'm Nicolette," she said, "and this is Betty, my baby beluga." "I'm Aqualad," replied our junior hero, "but you can call me Garth." He shook Betty's fin in Nicoletta's hand. "I know who you are," said Nicoletta with a smile. "I'm your biggest fan. I follow your adventures." Aqualad blushed. "Is there a warm current coming through, or is that just me?" A bubble bumped up against his back. Oh, this is my pet, Fluffy." Fluffy smiled. "Blub, blub, blub, blub," said the goldfish. "Fluffy says it's nice to meet you," Aqualad said. "Lovely. Now let's have some fun," Nicoletta said, pulling Garth through the courtyard. Their pets followed close behind, swishing their tails to keep up. Aqualad was excited to make a new friend. "I can show you around the palace, or we can go down to the Blackbeard's Knoll," he said. "It's full of sunken pirate ships. I hear it's haunted by a skeleton crew." "Ooh, that sounds scary," Nicoletta said. "Let's go." Before they could get very far, though, a new friend bumped into the Sea King and Queen Mira. "And just where do you think that you're going?" they asked. "Aunt Mira," Nicolette cried out, "Garth was going to show me around the palace. That's all." "They're going to the old shipyard," squealed Betty. She started shivering at the thought of a ghost pirate. "Oh, well, in that case," Mary said, crossing her arms, "Geoffrey's going to go with you." The Queen whistled, and a hammerhead shark swam to her side. That's this guy here. "Never you fear, my lady," Geoffrey said. "I shall protect these youngsters." "I, too, was a scrappy troublemaker at your age," Aquaman admitted. The Sea King messed up Aqualad's hair, and then he clapped the young hero on the back. "Now off you go. Be safe, and be back before dessert." As the new friend swam off, a stranger floated in the shadow of the nearby cavern. He watched the partygoers laugh and sing and dance. He was boiling with anger. The stranger had held a powerful trident. That's his trident right there. With this weapon, he could shoot magical energy beams. Suddenly, the trident started glowing. The water around the man bubbled from the heat. Whoosh! The mystery man jetted out of the darkness. It was Orm Curry, Aquaman's half-brother, and the pirate supervillain known as Ocean Master. "What kind of reunion doesn't include the whole family?" Owen asked. Two evil swordfish floated next to him. Ooh, there's the evil swordfish. "Maybe your invite got lost at sea," said the swordfish named Johnny. "Or maybe they just forgot," added Joey, the other swordfish. "A true ruler never forgets," said the villain. "Aquaman should make way for a new king of the sea. Me." Two more evil henchfish arrived at the villain's side. Frankie, an anglerfish, could shoot bolts of electricity from his forehead. George, the blowfish, could poke his enemies with his toxic spikes. "The gang's all here," said Orm. "Our attack on Atlantis can begin." Ocean Master raised his trident, then he placed one foot on each swordfish and charged towards the palace. Prepare for the fall of the House of Arthur. That's the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is Underwater Plunder. Ooh, look at that picture. That's a sunken pirate ship there. Garth, Nicolette, and their fishy friends arrived at Blackbeard's Knoll. Rows of sunken ships lined the ocean, and lined the ocean floor like tombstones in a graveyard. "I don't think it's wise to be here," said Betty. The baby beluga shivered in the cold, dark water. "Where is she?" "Oh, she's up there. She's a little worried about being here." Garth, Fluffy, and Nicoletta swam closer to the large sunken ship. "This must be Blackbeard's," said Nicoletta, squeezing through a porthole. Aqualad and Fluffy followed. Geoffrey stayed behind with Betty, who was too scared to go inside. "Oh, don't worry," said Aqualad. "We'll be right back." The three friends swam through the ship's galley. In an old dining cabin, they spotted a table covered in silver and gold. Treasure! Suddenly the ship shifted in the water. The seat at the head of the table whirled around to face them. Sitting in the chair was an old pirate captain, or what was left of him. "Great guppies!" cried Aqualad. "It's the ghost of Blackbeard!" "Wow! He looks very scary there, guys." The pirate ship shifted again. The skeleton jolted forward. "Ah!" screamed Nicolette. "Swim for your life!" The terrified trio sped out of the porthole and away from the ship. Geoffrey and Betty swam after them. "So Captain Blackbeard doesn't like uninvited guests," joked Geoffrey. "Well, I think we'd better get back to Atlantis," Garth replied. "We'll be much safer there." Meanwhile, at the kingdom, the party had moved from the courtyard to the grand ballroom. The ceiling above was a large glass dome looking up into a sea full of starfish. The Atlanteans all sang and took turns dancing with the king and queen. Rumble! Suddenly the room shook. The walls heated up, nearly boiling the water around them. Topo stopped playing music. The puzzled guests started asking questions. "Ooh, the bad guy has shown up here." "Something fishy's going on here," Aquaman said as he closed his eye. Hero used his mind power to scan the waves around the building. "Oh no!" Kaboom! The beautiful dome exploded in a shower of glass and light. Smash! Ocean Master appeared through a flurry of bubbles. His henchfish circled around him. "I thought it best to arrive fashionably late," the villain said. "You weren't invited." "Orm," said the Sea King, "you're too crabby for this crowd." Aquaman moved in front of his guests, protecting them from the villain. "What kind of king wears such a ridiculous outfit?" said Orm. "The throne of Atlantis belongs to me." "Come and get it," Aquaman said. The brothers charged at each other. Storm, Topo, and Ark swam alongside Aquaman. They sped towards the Ocean Master's headfish. Oh boy, there appears to be a battle going to happen here. The villain held his trident over his head. The weapon glowed with electric energy. As the royal guards hurried to their leader's aid, the villain zapped them. Zap, zap with that trident. They were frozen in space, in place. Boom! Ocean Master unleashed another powerful blast at Aquaman and Mera. The heroes were trapped in a shatterproof bubble. Long ago. Atlantis and all of its riches are mine now, said the ocean master. Then the villain made himself comfortable on the throne. There he is sitting on that big throne, see that? At the same time, Aquaman sent a telepathic message to Aqualad and that Atlantis was in danger. The tiny titan was the kingdom's only hope. That's the end of Chapter 2. Chapter 3 is Sea Savior. As the kids fled the shipyard, Garth stopped mid-swing. Something's wrong. It was his telepathic message. Atlantis under attack by the Ocean Master. Aqualad gasped. Suffering sea slugs, Betty Beluga said. I'd rather take my chances with Blackbeard's ghost. We must hurry, said Geoffrey the shark. Climb on my back. Aqualad grabbed Fluffy's bubble and hopped on the hammerhead. Nicoletta and Betty joined them. As they sped back to the palace, Aqualad worried that it might be too late. As the castle came into view, the friends saw the damage that was done. Oh boy, look at that. They're looking at all the stuff that has happened here. The friends and their pets moved closer, but they stayed outside. They peeked through a hole in the dome. The group saw Ocean Master and his crummy crew making a mess of the throne room. Grrr, Geoffrey the Hammerhead growled. Allow me to scrape that briny barnacle off the king's throne. Aqualad stopped the hothead Hammerhead. We need to work as a team for this royal rescue, said the young hero. Garth is right, Nicoletta said, smiling. He's a professional here. I'd like to point out that belugas are smarter than some humans, Betty said. I can help with the plan. Back in the throne room, the henchfish, Frankie and Georgie, carried a treasure chest to the Ocean Master. Johnny and Joey used their pointy nose to pick the lock. Whoomp! The chest popped open and a pile of Atlantean gold and precious stones sparkled in the light. Oh, such regal riches, said the pirate. It's good to be king. You're not king, a voice echoed through the chamber. You're just a royal pain. Ocean Master looked up to see a small figure shadowed against the broken dome. Well, if it isn't Aquaman Jr., he said. The name's Aqualad, said the tiny titan, and I'm here to put an end to your rule. Ocean Master laughed. Then he turned into his henchfish and said, Turn this chump into a chum. As the fish foes torpedoed towards Aqualad, he swam aside to reveal his plan of attack, a seaweed slingshot. Ooh. Nicoletta and Betty had stretched out a long strand of seaweed. Nicoletta placed Fluffy's hard bubble in the middle, pulled back until the seaweed was tight. As the scary sea creature got closer, Nicoletta released Fluffy and let him fly. Whoosh! The aquapet pinballed his way through the enemies. First he boinked Johnny on the head, then he bounced off Joey, then Frankie and George. The dizzy henchfish rubbed their heads, and then they chased after Fluffy. Oh, do we have a picture of this? Oh, we do. Look at that. Fluffy, the goldfish, in his bubble. Look at how he knocked all them out. That's one mighty goldfish. let's see, in here, and then look at that, there's the king and queen. Yeah, did a pretty good job there. We're gonna burst your bubble, Johnny and Joey yelled. Meanwhile, Frankie and George charged towards Nicoletta and Betty, still holding that seaweed strand. The young mermaid and her pet swam circles around the henchfish, tying them together. Do we see that here? Oh, look at that. Well, they start, and they're going to tie them up with that seaweed. George puffed himself to a full size, and his spikes ripped through the seaweed. Now he and the angry anglerfish were free. Frankie shot electric bolts at Nicoletta and Betty. Zip! They dived behind a banquet table. The bolts blasted off the silverware, exploding in a shower of sparks. Aqualad climbed onto Geoffrey's back. They sped towards the Ocean Master. The villain pointed his trident at Junior Hero, and the energy blast went zark. Geoffrey flipped backwards over the energy beam. The blast missed its mark and hit Frankie and George instead. They were knocked down and floating belly up towards the ceiling. See that? Look at it. Looks like that mean mackerel got a taste of his own medicine, Betty whispered to Nicoletta. Are you sure you know how to use that thing? Aqualad asked as he leaped towards Ocean Master, and he grabbed the trident. How dare you, Ocean Master yelled, and he struggled with the tiny titan. Geoffrey came to Aqualad's aid. He headbutted the Ocean Master in the belly. Yeah, this guy goes over and headbutts him in the belly. Boom! The impact separated the pirate from his weapon. Aqualad grabbed the trident, and the young hero held Ocean Master at bay. I don't need that trinket to handle you, Aqua Brat, yelled the villain, and he lunged towards the young sidekick. Suddenly, Fluffy came zooming between Aqualad and the Ocean Master. Following close behind were Johnny and Joey. The goldfish pushed his owner out of the way. The silly swordfish couldn't control their speed, and they slammed into the Ocean Master. Whomp! The Ocean Master was pinned to the throne by the swordfish. Look at that. Bless you, Aqualad, yelled the villain. Don't mind if I do, said the hero, and he fired the trident at his friend. The blast reversed the spell on the Frozen Kingdom, and Atlantis was safe. Aquaman thanked Aqualad, Fluffy, and their friend for saving the day. Now, can you believe that goldfish was a hero that saved Aqualad? Wow. Then the Sea King swam to his half-brother. Well, Orm, you wanted the throne of Atlantis. Now you're stuck with it. Because he's stuck to the throne. I believe he gets the point. Both of them. The heroes laughed, and then the king ordered the party to continue. And as a fair ruler, Aquaman allowed Ocean Master and his pets to be a part of the event. He even promised them a place to stay. In the palace prison. The end. So there are the good guys back partying away. All right. So, here's a picture of the good guys and the bad guys, and we've talked about most of these guys already. Are there any jokes today? No jokes today. The words we used are beluga is a toothed whale that comes 10 to 15 feet long, and he's white when he's an adult. A barnacle is a small shellfish that attaches itself to the side of a boat. Coral is a colony of sea creatures called polyps, and together they form skeletons. A porthole is a small round window in the side of a boat. A throne is a fancy chair for a king or queen. Toxic means it's poisonous. Trident is a spear with 3 prongs. Trinket is a tiny thing of little value. And a ukulele is a small 4-stringed guitar. All right, and that is the end of our story today. So, I hope you enjoyed that story, that you are having a great time today, and I love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.